All right, here we go with the next set of DC reactions for Alice. And first thing we're gonna do is go back to the big board. So this is what it's looking like right now. Superman relatability, not very much. Empathy, I don't really empathize with him too much, but a little bit. And he's likable, but he's not even up to 50% yet. Now, just to be clear, well, first of all, one more thing I wanted to say real quick. With this being Justice League, I'm assuming we're going to get numbers for everybody, or at least most of these people. And if I see anybody else who's like super godly, like unrelatable, I will put them on the board as well. I may even stop the movie to do it. We'll see how that goes. But just to be clear about that, this is not about continuity. Because Alice made a point like not all these movies share the same continuity or something like that. This is about the perception of these characters in the public consciousness. So the totality of everything that's out there. Like, if I was going to watch live action, I would include numbers there too. Like, it just, TV shows. I'm only going to focus on what I'm watching currently. But if I wanted to do it, I could go back to like Lois and Clark. I could go back to Smallville, go back to the Donner Superman movies, and then I haven't seen the fucking Snyderverse films for the most part. I haven't seen the ones with Superman. I've seen one of the Wonder Woman movies. So, like, I could include those as well, right? And as a kid, this has been coming back to me a little bit. Because I would watch Saturday morning cartoons. I think I saw a few episodes of whatever the hell DC would have been doing on Saturday morning in the 80s. Because I remember a few, just a few episodes. Typically, I would like the comedies, right? Like Looney Tunes and stuff like that. And Hong Kong Phooey, Mr. Magoo. What was the one, Underdog? Like that shit, right? I was watching that kind of shit. I wasn't really watching the toy advertisement things. So I wasn't watching He-Man. I wasn't watching G.I. Joe. And I wasn't watching, the superhero comics, cartoons back then. But I remember seeing a couple episodes because I remember the Justice League had a weird shaped building. And of course, I remember the way Aquaman looked back then. He stands out in Wonder Woman and Superman and Batman. And those are the ones, and I think Invisible Man might have been in there as well. Those are the ones that come to mind, right? So it's possible as I go through some of these series, that may be what I remember, depending on when they were made. Probably not. I don't think Alice has had me do anything from the 80s. But anyway, back on point. Just to be clear, this big board is about anything I watch with DC from this point forward. Just to kind of say, okay, how is this contributing to the collective consciousness? And is the stereotype correct? That, Marvel, because I'm very familiar with Marvel characters, at least, the cinematic universe ones. Oh, there's also all the live action CW, DC shows. I don't think they've hit the big people. They didn't do Superman. They didn't do Batman. They didn't do Wonder Woman. And like Green Arrow and the Flash. Well, Flash is on here, I guess. But, you know what I'm saying? So that would be part of this too. I'm pretty familiar with Marvel. I'm familiar enough that they do seem super relatable and these characters don't. So that's what I'm talking about here. Just promoting a discussion, just thinking about the totality of what I watch, because I'm watching quite a few hours of material here. The totality of what I watch, how does that contribute to the stereotype? Or does it take away from the stereotype? Is the stereotype wrong? That's kind of what I'm doing here. It's not about one continuity and trying to tie it together in one continuity. It's about the entire influence on the culture. So, all right, so now that we're clear on that, let's go ahead and get into it. There's going to be 3 shorts I'm doing with this video that you're watching right now. And then I'm going to do the Gods and Monsters movie separately in a separate video. So, let's go and get started. Also, one more thing, since this is an edited reaction, I'm going to try something different this time. Alice has been talking about wanting to be able to hear what I'm watching. So, I'm going to try to reserve my commentary until after each video. I'm just going to watch the video. And I may have a few things to say. I'm not really the kind of person who sits and watches without talking. It just comes out of the mouth. But if I have something like long-winded to say, I'll pause it. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to try to reserve my thoughts. Kind of like you hold your applause to the end of the ceremony, which never happens. The parents still applaud when they see their kid. But I'm going to try to withhold my commentary to the end of each one of these videos. So. Doing a good job establishing the mood. Evil Batman? Ish? Of course, if there's no dialogue, then there's nothing I have to worry about talking over, so... Damn. Creepy. Yes. Shit. Would a head be appetizing? Is that something? Feels like that'd be the worst part of the body to eat. Speaking of that feels like a body. There'd be fluids all over the place.
Thank God. I thought it was her.
It's all right. I'll get you out of here.
But she's behind you.
Yeah. Oh boy.
You let my plaything get away, Batman. That wasn't nice.
So it is
Just
Batman.
because you're such a gloomy Gus doesn't mean we all have to be that way. Now that poor bitch will go back to her drab little life when I could have made her fun forever!
Get wrecked. Jesus. The kid too, huh?
No silver creeps allowed in my room!
Ah, shit.
Grandma! She was gonna make me
Shit. That feels like an unforced error.
All right already. I know when I'm licked. Go on, take me to
Really?
jail, copper.
Jail?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I see. Well, first, I forgot to mention this before. There was a meme going around. meme / conversation going around on Twitter yesterday about how Batman is so prepared. He's even prepared to defeat himself. Which I think we kind of went into with the last thing we watched last time. The Voice Chronicles thing that we watched, right? Where he was talking about his preparations. But they did it in a different way. They presented it a different way. I wish I could remember what that was. Between recordings, I'll check my Twitter, see if I retweeted it. I probably did. And I'll have more details. So, this, I think, we talking about continuity. This has to directly tie into the movie, right? This is what the little shorts they made to promote the movie. So we're saying Batman is a vampire, but is he a good vampire or a bad vampire? I'm guessing bad. Because good guy would be, yes, jail. Shit. Yeah, I guess it would explain why his eyes are red and his costume is different. I liked her performance of Harley Quinn. It's always interesting. As I've gone along over the years, I've gotten a little tired of the crazy trope. Like, it was done perfectly in Fringe with Walter Bishop. That was very well handled. And there was a through line, and the incoherence made sense. Whereas it was done badly in 12 Monkeys, a TV series. I can't remember the actress's name, but she was great in season 1, and they just kept going weird directions, just weird for the sake of being weird, and that. And a lot of times Harley Quinn comes across that way. I've seen her in one of the Suicide Squad movies. I think it was the second movie they did, and I've seen Harley Quinn in something else as well. I think somebody got me to watch the very first episode of the Harley Quinn TV series that was on Max or something like that. I think there was a Harley Quinn TV series. I don't even remember. It was, but she figured prominently in it. Whatever it was, it could have been a Batman TV series. I don't know. But there was that. So there's also been. We were talking about the DC shows. There's been a couple knockoffs, and like I watched the first season of the Batwoman series on CW, and Batwoman's sister was doing some of the same shit. It's just crazy for the sake of being crazy, and this was well handled. I like how this was done. But it's a small sample size. I don't know if Harley Quinn's going to be in the movie. Probably not if she just got murked here, right? And I doubt these are scenes from the movie. Or I wouldn't be watching them separate, right? So that makes sense, right? But if this is any indication of the tone of the movie's going to have more of a horror bent, which I'm really into. Alright, well, let's go and get to the next one. Okay, so here it is. It's actually a comment. Batman winning every conceivable matchup with prep time is fucking funny. I like how they put that. But then the very first comment is, I think it's corny as fuck. Makes a character whose gimmick is he has no powers seem all-powerful and just removes any creativity for any matchup. The fuck you talking about? You have to be super creative for somebody like this to defeat somebody who has powers. That's idiotic. What an idiotic-ass comment. Moron continues. Also, it ignores the possibility that he's going up against a character who can also utilize prep time. No, it doesn't. Have him make prep time. His prep time is just better. He puts in the hours, man. Naruto's the same way. I know not all of you watch it, but like the whole premise is people are sitting at home at 2 o'clock in the morning burning midnight oil, coming up with scenarios and tools and stuff. Okay, if this happens, I've got this. I can take care of that. If they didn't put in that time 3 weeks ago at 2 o'clock in the morning, they lose the fight. So it's about being prepared, man. You have to be more creative to beat somebody with creativity. Like, literally, this is about creativity. Like, without, like, a Deus Ex Machina, how is Batman going to defeat Superman? Prep time. And so now you got to come up with, okay, this is what Batman would think to do, and look how he pulled it off. And they said, man, you're a moron. Like, Jesus. I didn't mean to get off on a rant, I'm just saying. There was something about him going up against himself. That was one of the comments. I can't find it now. But anyway, I thought that was funny. And I didn't really thought about it that way, but like I love it because I like putting in a lot of hours at work, so it's a like-minded sentiment. Like, the idea being if you just put in enough hours, you can solve anything. So, I like that.
We're just getting word the Civil Defense Court is calling for
evacuation of the city. The military is already sending troops into Weisinger Square, where the source of this catastrophic disturbance seems to be originating. And getting worse. There's been a complete information blackout by the government. Whatever they know about this thing, they're not safe.
Ah, shit. She's dead.
His power is increasing exponentially. Not even tanks will get to him at this point. And even if they did, they don't have the firepower to bring him down.
Then what do you suggest, Savannah?
It would take a 20-kiloton hit to stop this, and that's if you strike within the next 10 minutes. If it goes beyond that, I can't guarantee anything.
Wow.
A nuclear warhead.
Just
On
a
American
small
soil.
one.
There are millions of people in that city.
Brainiac will take out the entire eastern seaboard if you
Brainiac.
delay. You want to take that chance, Madam President?
Anything?
I'm sorry, ma'am. Superman's not responding. Must be at his fortress or off-planet or something. We'll keep trying.
It's funny, really. We created Brainiac as a countermeasure to keep Superman in check. And now we need that arrogant bastard more than ever.
Shut up.
Oh, shit.
Get me the Pentagon.
Luke, that son of a bitch.
Copy.
Sweet Jesus. Forgive me.
Oh, shit. You look different, Superman. I assume that's Superman. Brainiac was a computer? Shit. Too many cars. Don't distract me. He's in your head.
Who are you?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't. I was afraid. I got away.
Okay, all right. You have to stop this.
I can't. I don't know how.
When I was a child, I had to learn how to control my powers. You have to control yours. Concentrate.
I can't stop it. I can't. I can't.
I can.
Do it.
Splat. Oh, okay. Roasting. He only needed 3 minutes. Bomb. He only needed 3 minutes. I was gonna say, I'm just not that interested in storylines involving our heroes who are actually evil. The mirror universe in Star Trek, they apparently they're bringing it back into new shows, and I just don't care. It's not. I'd rather explore the darkness in our characters. Now, if that's what they do, that's fine. But like where they show like an alternate universe thing where they're just evil, I don't know, man. That's gotten a little too. But that's not what they were doing here. I thought that's what they were doing here because they kind of did with Batman, and then Superman just gonna bust a cap and kill somebody. So I thought that was happening, but no, he did it because it had to be done, but he didn't take any pleasure in it. He didn't. He wasn't even just neutral, which would be weird. He clearly felt bad about it. So, not evil Superman. So that's good. I don't know much about Brainiac. I just know the depiction in horrible fucking Supergirl series on CW, and then also the depiction with James Marsters in Smallville. That's about all I know. Like each, and I've also seen like screenshots of like comic books and stuff like that. Maybe a clip or two of like some movie or some TV show or something animated, where they show even other so it doesn't seem consistent. What Brainiac does not seem consistent across everything I've seen. Computer, cyborg, robot, computer virus, nanobots, seems to be all of the above depending on what the story needs. So at this point I guess just a kid with superpowers. So alright, here we go with the third video. This one seems to be Wonder Woman. Looking kind of different. They all are. By the way, speaking of Superman's look, I like his look. For the most part, I didn't get a good look at him, like, forward-facing whole body. But what I saw, the face specifically was really good. I like that look for him. It wasn't, like, super, bulky at the top and then narrow hips and, not that look that you sometimes see in the comics. So his body seemed pretty proportional, so that was good. And I didn't get a good look at the rest of the uniform. As far as Wonder Woman here, she looks a little bit more Egyptian, I'm not sure. A little bit more Egyptian and Greek. Maybe she's Egyptian in this reality.
Well, Steve Trevor. On what dubious mission has Waller sent you this time?
She heard you were working on a new weapon. Something big. You know how she hates to be out of the loop.
Such impatience. We're going to demonstrate it tomorrow at her inauguration.
I didn't know you were invited.
Oh, we'll be there. We'll be sure to send your regards.
Oh, shit. That's her boo, right, Steve? So, was that Waller?
How'd you
Was
find
that
me?
just...
My mother box tracked you.
Well, tell Mom thanks, but I don't need any backup.
You were saying?
Get wrecked.
What exactly are we doing here?
I'm after a weapon. You're leaving.
You weren't so quick to get rid of me last night.
You listen better in a bedroom.
I notice you like to think you're in control.
Shit.
I am in control.
Oh, a sword instead of a lasso.
The demonstration begins now, Trevor. Behold, Giganta.
I like how the sword came back.
I told you, this is my mission. I'll handle it.
I don't know, man. Probably need her help. The hell is that?
She's all yours.
Yeah. Oh, that should work. Dumbass. Dumbass.
You're doing good.
Yeah. I like her leaned up against the back wall. Get wrecked. You dead as hell.
I could use some help.
What was that?
Me.
Huh. A little stronger than you thought, huh? Jesus. See, that's why you don't fuck around, man. Just get the job done instead of that bickering and bantering. I'll take my arm back. Or go kill him. Yeah. Apparently she can do portals too. I think that's new. Another toaster fried. Idiot.
You okay?
Yeah,
My shirt's
I'm
ripped.
fine. I better call this in.
Damn. This shit was $200.
Here?
Mm-hmm.
Am I gonna need a safe word?
Very troubling. I hate his voiceover actor. That didn't work for me. But her character is cool. Got the portals, got the sword. So what I was trying to say was, I guess Waller is present, which is what we saw in the middle episode. I didn't know who that was. So that would be a case where it's like the president is somebody who would actually be good at the job because they worked their way up through the system. They know the levers of command and power and all this stuff. They know how to get the shit done, but they're not a politician. So how would that happen? Like maybe save the world a couple times, you become a household name, and then you flip that into presidential politics. I can see that. But yeah, this is interesting. So this is helping me. There's going to be alternate reality characters, different personalities, different designs, different goals, motivations, and different backstories. So that ought to be a very interesting movie.